Hey, Shalom. I want to start off with giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Harakak Wadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of the great millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopefully elect. Just want to deal with this comment that was left on my comment board on a video I just recently did yesterday, which was titled "Prepare the Soul for Temptation." And this individual, what you can see they left on the comment board, they said, "All good until you had to swear. There is no need for foul language." Right? So I'm assuming that, you received the message from the video that I did, but you had a problem with, you said that I swore or had foul language. And you know what the word I used? I said shit. When you go into that word, it means release. Okay, now I get some people do have a problem with a certain amount of so-called foul language or rude speech, because that's really what it was. It was really rude speech. It wasn't a swear word or it wasn't a curse word. And what you got to understand is dealing with this English language, there's a thing called new speak or new speech. And this is what you have a problem with. All right? So the scripture that I left you was 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 6. It says, "But though I be rude in speech," right? Because some people would consider that speech rude, "yet not in knowledge, but we have been duly made manifest among you in all things." And then I want to add on and say, I didn't swear nor curse, because a lot of you people, you perceive or you think that because a brother may use shit, bitch, fuck, whatever different words, today that will be people would associate with foul language or curse words. These are not curse words. It might be rude speech, but these are not curse words. But see, back then, even in ancient times, they had things that people, or words that people were offended at. Like if you were called a snake, if you were called a viper, if you were called a even fool, in different time periods, these things were offensive to people. They used it as of some type of so-called curse word or a foul language to them, or something that would have offended them, right? But see, these things, when we deal with the biblical standpoint, these words that we use, they are not curse words, they are not swear words, and it's not foul language. Even though it wouldn't be your common talk, right? You can't put these things against us of just because we may use these words to say this individual cannot be a man of the Lord for the language or the word that he have used, right? So this is what I'm just trying to get this understanding for you, or just understanding out for you to understand, and just other individuals that may watch this video, right? So let's go to the online etymology, because we deal with words. We're dealing with going to words. Okay, so we're going to go into, let's deal with swearing first. It says the utterance of profane language, right? The utterance of profane language. Okay, so let me do, let's pull this up, the Blue Letter Bible. Let's pull up the word profane. And I might even be able to pull it up here too. One second, let me see. Profane. Because profane means outside of the temple, right? So profane, let's just jump to the point. It says to desecrate, render unholy, violate. From profaneness, unholy, not consecrated, consecrated, right? Down here it says from the mid 15th century, profane, secular, not devoted to sacred purposes, unhallowed, right? So basically, when you go into this word profane, we're going to get in the blue letter. It means outside the temple. So let's pull that up real fast. Profane. Profane. So profane
Strong's H 2490. Halal. Halal.
To profane, defile, pollute, desecrate. To profane oneself, defile oneself, pollute oneself, either ritually, sexually, to be polluted, be defiled. To profane, make common, defile, pollute, to violate, the honor of, dishonor, to violate. Okay? Or to violate a covenant. You see? So profane goes to outside the temple. Right? Now, when you swear, and we can just pull that up in online at a mall, swear. When you swear on something, you are taking an oath. Right? You're taking an oath. You see, this has nothing to do with this, the word and language of a swear word, so-called cuss word, which really people meaning when they say cuss, they means curse. But curse means to what? Curse is the opposite of blessing. So if you want to curse someone, you would say, I wish harm upon you. All right, let's put it up real quick. You are wishing harm upon someone, which is the opposite of what? A blessing. So when people say curse words like shit, fuck, bitch, these are not curse words. This is what a curse is. Late Old English curse, a prayer that evil or harm befall one. Consignment of a person to an evil fate. This is what a curse word means, or this is what a curse is. If you were to put a curse on someone, you would say, I pray that when you walk across the street, you get hit by a bus. That's a curse. Not fucku. It's not a curse. Yes, it might be rude speech, but it's not a curse. And I'm not saying if a person who uses these different words, you're not wrong. But see, we try to dim down how we use that type of speech. But if a brother do use it, he's not wrong. But you wouldn't know that because you don't understand these words. You don't go into these words or actually know the definition of these words and what they mean or what they pertain to. Okay? Meaning the evil which has been invoked upon one, that which causes severe trouble. This is what curse means. Okay? Now, when you see here, they says intransitive, meaning swear profanely, which is something outside a temple, right? Something in violation. Use blasphemous or profane language. That's still going something what profane means outside the temple. Okay? Has nothing to do with these different words that we use today. For as like I say, such as shit, bitch, fuck, whatever people use. All right? So that was curse. It's not when I get I think I did profane. There's another one. I can't think of it. I can't think of it right now. Dang, but it come from when you deal with the Zondervan Bible's dictionary, going into these words. Oh, where's that book at? Look at that book. If we can find it real fast. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Salaki, give me 1 second. Going into this Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. I want to pull up two words. All right. Just bear with me 1 second. Salaka, bear with me. I'm almost there. P. All right, here we go. Okay, so here I got one right here. This is profane in the Zondervan Bible content. The Zondervan Bible Compact Dictionary. This is profane. It says to desecrate or defile such thing as the altar, the Sabbath, the sanctuary, and the Most High's name could all be profaned. Esau was called a profane person because he despised his birthright. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16. A godless or unholy person in the New Testament is called what? Profane. Okay? So that's what that word goes into. And there's another one. Goes into, I forget exactly what it is to know about heart, but it's dealing with profaning the name of the Lord. Which one is that? I can't think of it at that moment. That's cool. But really, the point going into is this, we dealt with this a lot, even back in the day, early on in the truth, where a lot of people would come across our videos, and we would kind of use these different rude speech and harsh words, which we don't say it as much, but here we are, 2024. You're still complaining about this. There is no need for foul language, and you didn't have to swear. Look, I didn't swear. I didn't use a curse word. I might have used rude speech, but I didn't do what you thought I did. Of this swearing or this foul language. Start looking up these words and look up even in the ancient wordings that were used. Okay, because people would associate that the same things that was said back then with now of people being called vipers, snakes, dogs, and all these different other wordings that were used. That was a rude speech in that day. We just had rude speech, in this day. When you go into the BITCH, that's literally a dog. Okay? And calling a person a snake or a viper or something like that of being crafty, people took that as, people took that as an offense, right? But regardless of the fact, the message still stands, whether you like the rude speech or not. The message still stands. You just want to learn a lot of these words before you start coming on, brothers' videos. Maybe you didn't know. That's fine. But you want to just learn and study upon these words before you start making different comments, because, brothers use different wordings that you may not understand, or may have a new speech, but not mean what you may think it mean. So that was it. Just something quick to the spirit of the willing. Hope it's edified. Until next time, I want to say shalom.